Next Sunday, we are starting a 21-day fast, and I just need you to know this. I'm inviting you to be a part of this. There's no requirement. You don't have to do it. We're not going to judge you. We're not checking on it. It's something we like to start. Lisa and I like to start our year off with 21 days of fasting. So for a couple of weeks now, we've been doing two things. We've been creating a resource, which I'm going to tell you about, and two, I've been taking a couple of minutes to just teach you about fasting, because I know there are some questions about this, and so today we're going to answer a question. But first, I want to tell you about a resource that we've developed to help you. We've got a 21-day devotional written by our very own Bethany Hunter, okay? Super excited. Some of you have been pushing her because you've seen her writing. You've been like, you should do a devotional, and so she's helped us out. 21 days, short devotional every day about hope, and so that's coming. Also, I'm challenging you and inviting you during the 21 days to read the entire New Testament in 21 days. And if that seems overwhelming, let me just simplify it. 12.3 chapters a day, and you'll be done with the New Testament in 21 days. Listen, you can do this, okay? You can do this. And there's a purpose behind this. The purpose is that while we're physically depriving ourselves, we're intentionally, depriving our physical bodies, we want to simultaneously feed our spirits, all right? So there's this kind of trade happening, and we're saying no to something so we can say yes to the best things. And so to help you with that, we don't want you to have to wake up every day and figure out what 12.3 chapters do I need to read today. So we've developed a reading plan to go with the devotional. Now, here's where we made it really easy. If you want to get this, you can text the word FAST to this phone number right here, and every single day starting next Sunday, you'll get a text message with the daily devotional and the reading plan. By the way, I didn't check. I should have checked between services, but as of first service, we already had 64 people that had signed up to get this every day, which is super encouraging to me. I mean, I'm just so excited that so many of you are ready for this season of fasting, and I can't wait to see what God does to it. So today, I want to take just a minute, and I want to answer a question. It's probably been the number one question that we've been asked, Lisa and I have been asked as we've been talking about fasting, and it's this. So, Pastor, what should I fast? All right, which is a great question. And so I want to take just a couple minutes and I want to answer that. I'm going to start by giving you two questions that'll help you to make the decision. Because first and foremost, you need to make this decision. We're not going to prescribe it. We're not going to tell you what to do. So two questions. Number one, you should ask God what He wants you to fast for these 21 days so you can get closer to Him. Ask the Lord and obey whatever He puts on your heart. I do need to warn you, He might ask you to give up some things that you don't want to give up. He might ask you to make some hard decisions. So ask the Lord. Number two is you got to get introspective and you got to ask yourself, what can I fast that I know will cost me something? It'll get my attention. It'll just provide enough discomfort that it will disrupt and cause me to reprioritize my time, my thoughts, my attitude, my perspective, and my prayer life. And I'm telling you, if you'll ask those two questions, you're going to come to the right conclusion. Now, a few things that I want to help you with. Fasting is not three things, and I think this will put in perspective this spiritual discipline. So first of all, fasting is not easy. I need to set you up right up front that this is going to be hard. It's going to cost you. If you're doing it right, you are going to feel it. I've learned, and you probably have as well, that most things in my life that are worthwhile are going to cost me something, and I've learned that the price is worth it. It's absolutely worth it, and I feel that way about fasting. Now listen, an easy fast would be if you choose to fast things that you already don't eat, okay? And that's not fasting, all right? Because fasting's hard. For example, some of you know this about me, I actually fast salad year-round, okay? Year-round, I'm always fasting salad, and so that doesn't cost me anything. But guys, if I had to fast bacon like that, that's going to hurt, all right? It's going to hurt me. And so I just need you to know that fasting is not easy. Number two, fasting is not convenient. convenient, okay? It's going to disrupt your normal patterns. I'll give you an example. Some of you really like coffee. How do I know that? Because of how much coffee we have to provide on Sunday mornings. That's how I know that, okay? I'm not prophetic. I just look at how much coffee we're making. And I'm not trying to tell you, I'm not your Holy Spirit, but the Lord might ask you to fast coffee, okay? He might. I'm not telling you He is. He might, because that would disrupt your patterns. Now, let's just pretend that you make coffee every single day, but the Lord put it on your heart, and you're like, I'm going to do that. But on day 3, out of habit, you make a cup of coffee, and you're halfway through that cup of coffee, and then you remember, oh my goodness, I'm fasting coffee. This could happen. It's very realistic that this could happen. Here's what I want to tell you, okay, is I want you to fast with grace. Okay? If halfway through your cup of coffee you realize that you're supposed to be fasting, you're not going to be zapped by lightning, all right? That's not how this thing works. We're going to fast with grace. Don't finish the coffee. Just pour it out, move on, all right? But here's the deal. It's not convenient because it's disruptive of your patterns. I need to warn you. You are going to be invited to the best dinners of your life during your fast. People who want to buy you dinner who have never bought you dinner, they're going to ask during January 4th through the 24th, all right? Those of you at work, your boss never buys donuts. He's going to buy donuts January 4th through the 24th. I'm just telling you, like, it's going to be inconvenient. So let me frame it this way. You're going to have a lot of chances to tell yourself no. You're going to have a lot of chances to put God first. It's 21 days. You can do it. It's just 21 days, but it's not convenient. Number 3, fasting is not a diet, okay? You're going to lose some weight, all right? If you're doing it right, you're going to lose some weight. In fact, intermittent fasting is kind of a health craze right now. A lot of people are using that to intentionally lose weight. But listen, intermittent fasting is not the same as spiritual fasting, all right? I just need to know it's not a diet. There's a difference, and the difference is the purpose of your heart. The purpose of your heart is not losing weight, okay? If you want to lose weight, I hope I'm helping you to lose weight, all right? But the point is we're saying no so we can say yes. We're saying no to ourselves, no to the normal, no to the patterns, so we can say yes to the very best thing. So what should you fast? Let me teach you quickly 4 types of fast. Number 1 would be called a complete fast, okay? In this fast, you avoid all food. You drink only water. Like, this is big. This is going all the way. I'm not telling you should do this. I'm just starting here, and I'm showing you. We see this in the Scripture, okay? And Jesus fasted this way in Matthew chapter 4. And yes, it's hard, but it's absolutely possible. I'm not. If this is the answer to the question, God, what do you want me to do? What do I think I'm supposed to do that's going to disrupt? If that's what you're going to do, I do have some tips for you. And tip number 1 is this: please drink lots of water, okay? We don't need you passing out during worship, during the fast, okay? Please drink lots of water. Also, you might have a medical condition that would prevent you from this. Well, you should probably consult your doctor before you take a big step like 21-day complete fast. So talk to your doctor, get the advice. And then here's the other thing. You probably need to adjust your lifestyle during these 21 days. So if you're going to the gym every day, if you're running a half marathon every day, because I know a bunch of you are doing that, you might have to scale it down, all right? You might not need to expend that much energy during the fast, and it's okay because it's just 21 days. Number 2 would be called a partial fast. Partial fast involves abstaining from eating food during specific hours of the day. So some might make the decision to fast from sunup to sundown. You might give up breakfast and lunch, or some combination of those. That would be a partial fast. Here's my tip for you, okay? If you're doing a partial fast, okay? Don't overindulge during the time you're allowing yourself to eat to make up for the time that you're not eating. Am I making sense? So let's say it's sun up to sundown, okay? Don't eat 3 meals after the sun goes down to make up for the 3 meals you skip. Am I making sense here? All right? Just eat a little bit, go to bed, wake up the next day, do it all over again. That's a partial fast. Third would be called a selective fast. Selective fast involves removing certain elements from your diet. This is sometimes called the Daniel fast because we see Daniel do it in Daniel chapter 10. In Daniel 10, he removed meats, sweets, and bread from his diet. And so some people do this. They'll remove those things, and they go fruits, vegetables, water, juice only for 21 days. That's a selective fast. Maybe you give up coffee. Maybe you give up chocolate. Maybe you give up chips. Maybe you I don't know, like whatever thing kind of has a hold of you, that would be a selective fast. And then number 4 is called a soul fast. And this is one of my favorites. This is a fast where you choose to willingly fast things that you know are feeding your soul. The big categories to look for: what are you watching? What are you listening to? What's consuming a considerable amount of your time and energy? So you may choose to fast social media or music or movies or television. By the way, I would actually suggest, if you want my opinion, that you add a soul fast to another type of fasting. I think these go really well together. You might be surprised how much time and energy these things take up in your life. It will disrupt your normal patterns. It'll help you reset your thinking. You might be shocked at how much they affect your emotions and your thoughts. So I absolutely love a soul fast. And you need to know this. I love this about doing it at the start of the year. One of our core values is we don't do life alone. And so I'm going to tell you that in January, we don't fast alone, okay? So know that while you're fasting, you're doing it as part of a bigger group, or a bunch of us are doing it together. Pastor Tyler texted me. We're now up to 85 who have signed up to receive that text every single day. So there's at least 85 of us who are doing this together. And so I don't know if you feel better about suffering together, better than suffering alone, but we're doing it together, and it's going to be an incredible season. I also want to build some anticipation, okay? God is going to do some amazing things in you, in your family, in our church, and in our city during this 21 days. And I'm also, Pastor Tyler said this, I'm so excited that right in the middle of it, January 16th is worship night. It's going to be incredible. And so I hope you'll make that. So that's a little bit of help for fasting. If you have more questions, please come talk to us.